I got Waffle House for dinner. Let's go. And let me show you the secret to these Waffle House hash browns. And it's a lot easier than you think. So here are the two main store accessible ingredients I get to recreate the Waffle House hash browns. That's dehydrated hash browns. If you are using fresh potatoes or frozen hash browns, it's not going to be the exact texture that you are going to get with these dehydrated hash browns, because that's what they use at Waffle House. Also, this is a butter flavored cooking spray, but it's an oil and ghee butter flavored mix. This is the closest thing that my grocery store has to mimic the Koala Gold cooking oil product that they use at Waffle House. So these two things is going to give me that texture and taste. Okay, here are the box directions, and I'm going to fill up to the fill line with about 2 cups of boiling water. Now, if you're working at Waffle House, they actually use ice cold water over a longer period of time so it doesn't turn to mush. But if you're doing this at home, the quicker way would be to add the boiling water, and it takes about 10 minutes of steeping in the hot water. So I want to show you what it looks like. You see that? Dehydrated. That's the main ingredient you're going to need for Waffle House hash browns. Water going in. Oh, don't do that. It's 2 cups of hot water. I'm going to close this, and you let it set for about 10 minutes, and then we're going to strain out the water. Okay, so here, after about 10 minutes, there shouldn't be much water because, as you can see, it's completely rehydrated the dehydrated potatoes or the hash browns. So just let that sit because you don't want them to go in soggy. By the way, I did not season the hash browns, the rehydrated hash browns, because they already come with like sodium and some seasonings, but you can do that if you like. I'm leaving as is. You want a good amount. And now turn on the flame and let it preheat for a little bit, just because Waffle House actually has it in liquid form, not spray form, and they just literally pour it on the griddle. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take these rehydrated hash browns, put them in your pan and let them cook. Do not disturb them for about, I'd say 3 minutes or so, depending on how high you have your heat. I do not have it very high, so I'm going to take my time with this. Let it get brown before you mix it and move it around. So I have this big giant spatula that my mom gave me years ago. She either got it at Walmart or Target. I don't know. She doesn't remember. And you can see it's kind of burnt. But yeah, this is what I'm going to use. Okay, so I feel like I might not even need a spatula. I can just sort of flip it. So I don't know, let's try that. Let's see. Oh. There we go, not perfect, but that'll work. Okay, so I gave a piece of the hash brown a taste, and it does need a little salt, in my opinion, so I'm adding salt. Okay, so I'm gonna, I don't know, try to flip it. It's gonna break, but that's life. There we go. Yeah, this is it. I'm gonna make some eggs and cheese, and I'm gonna use butter. Okay, that goes on a plate, and that's it. And I'm gonna throw a piece of toast in there. Bunch of salt, some black pepper, I like my scrambled eggs to be cooked well, and then I'm gonna add the cheese on top, and it's done. Actually, the residual heat will finish the egg. We got cheese right on top of the egg. That's that. And I got Waffle House hash browns right here on the plate. These are actually a little extra crispy. So this is my second attempt at making the hash browns, and they came out closer to the Waffle House because they weren't extra crispy. Also, you can mix cheese into your eggs, but when I order it at Waffle House, they literally just throw the cheese on top and serve it. Right over here. There we go. And that's my Waffle House dinner at home. I've got my scrambled cheesy eggs, my hash browns, and my toast. I'm happy. This is simple and it's good. And this is my Waffle House dinner. Okay, I'm going in. Crispy the way I like them.